This was our first adventure and hopefully not our last in Tenerife, combining R&R with a bit of cycling in order to get me ready for the Mallorca 312. Tenerife is a spectacular island offering a winter paradise for the cyclist or adventurer, or both. And we thought it would be helpful to show a few of the routes to explore Mount Teide, Europe's longest climb. Please do like and subscribe if you enjoy.
Well, welcome one and all to Bike Racing Without Mercy, to the Tenerife edition. It's not a training camp. It really isn't a training camp. It's a holiday, isn't it, Jayne?
I'm not sure.
It's a holiday. It really is a holiday. And look where we're staying. Look where we're staying for some altitude training. Actually, we're not really. We're most definitely not. Alberto informs me that it's booked 2 years. That's long handlebars. That's 2 years in advance by all the pro teams. So even if you want to stay there, you can't.
2024.
Because Ineos and all the others have got it before you. Anyway, look at this. Teide, absolutely beautiful.
Embarking from the famous cycling cafe in the town of Chio, we take on the easiest climb of the week.
Alberto,
I take the Challenger.
the Teide challenge is on the menu. Alberto is my guide.
The north face, Teide north face is full of snow.
You're just going to see it as we come around the corner. What a climb. And there she is. 3,500 meters or so. We go up to about 2,300.
Chio Teide, ascending 1,347 metres, spread over 24.5 kilometres.
Alberto tells me the last eruption was 1909. Every 150 years apparently. We should be okay.
Another eruption today.
Another eruption today, predicted by Alberto.
It's a route to roll out your very best tempo and to get into your holiday mood. A segment enabling you to explore the unique landscape and geology,
Jay.
all the time presided over by the impressive Teide summit. After 1 hour 26 minutes averaging 233 watts, we hit the summit, average speed 17.2 km/h.
We are on the top.
Before resuming the main route, including a unique and jaw-dropping bonus climb on our way back down to the iconic town of Villaflor, we take a detour turn to the left in order to take a look at the Parador Hotel, where of course the UCI teams regularly stay in order to naturally encourage the growth of more of the oxygen-carrying red blood cells. But of more interest to Jayne and I at least was the excellent view of the snow-capped summit of Teide from the Parador. Time now to hit the 3-kilometre bonus climb en route to a couple of long descents, plus a little cafe stop in Villaflor. As you'll see, this climb is very much more than a bonus, delivering exceptional beauty and vistas. I'm so glad we decided to fire up the rear-facing camera in order to do justice to the experience. For me, this was one of the highlights of the holiday. Feel-good adventuring and climbing to the max.
In the winter.
Yeah. Cannot complain. Take the right hand.
Yeah, it's good.
La 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 la. La 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 la. The speed is 17, 18 now. We have a target in the front.
Pace set, the pace set, pace set.
Your sensation, please.
The sensations are good.
They're good, very good. Motor pace. Are you good? Thank you. Mr. Paul, how are you? Fine? It's lost just 500 meters and it's flat.
Almost there.
500 meters. And we have a target in the front. So please, motor please. 1 kilometer more. Target in the front. After the curve is flat. The curve. After the corner, it's flat. Noni, noni. The race is coming. The pedals on. Hello.
Beautiful up here, huh?
Oh, absolutely sensational. The best. It's my first time up here, so
Yeah, for me too. But now we have now more than 500 kilometers and 11,000 of elevation.
today.
Yeah, now.
Oh my word, you did amazing.
We're coming from Lanzarote. It's a race.
Oh, it's a right. Oh, right, you're doing the yes, the ultra. Yeah.
Grand Guanche.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah.
Well, very good luck with that.
And we go down.
Okay.
See you.
Bye. Take care. Best of luck. And now for my favourite part of the ride. Well, not really. The climbing's the favourite, but the coffee, that's a close second. And now I present to you a true work of art.
It is indeed. Yeah.
A barraquito completo. And Alberto tells me that this is the coffee of Tenerife and it represents the stripes, the eruptions of Mount Teide.
Correct.
Correct. I nearly butchered it. Thank you.
This is true.
Taste test.
You won't feel the cold after a couple of
The
those.
Tenerife coffee.
What's in it? Coffee.
And you can see
Condensate
you can see the
milk,
little condensed milk at the bottom
liquor.
with a bit of sugar in it, which is always welcome. Then an orange liqueur,
Liquor 43. Orange.
a liqueur 43,
Coffee.
the caffeine,
Sponge milk. cinnamon
the
on
all-important
the top,
caffeine.
and lemon inside. Best.
cinnamon on top. There we go. Cinnamon on top. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that.
If you want to go at the speed 43, you need the barraquito completo.
More power. More power. Love it.
Go 43.
Cheers. Thank you ever so much for a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is rocket fuel. Proper rocket fuel. Now there's a cat I identify with. Small, but perfectly formed.
We descend from Villa Flor to Arona, taking in some lovely switchbacks and views of the coast as we vector in on Playa de Las Americas.
Now we're just waiting to refuel, but Jayne, as it turns out, had a little bit, well more than a little bit of coffee envy. Check this out. A barraquito completo. The taste test, Jayne. Jayne, is it better than your Starbucks cinnamon disgusting thing that you get in a big old pot?
It's got alcohol in it. I don't think I can drink it at work.
Yeah, it's a lot better. Well, it's Tuesday morning, just after sunrise, and on the agenda, it's Teide via San Miguel and Villa Flor. 2,900 metres of climbing, about 100 kilometres in total, hoping to be back just before 12 for medals and sunbathing. Time to hit it. A convenient hotel car park to save me traipsing the bike through reception and all that kind of thing. But look at this, what a morning. Lost. My route took me onto the dual carriageway. I was sure it didn't. Well, I'm now very much back on the right track. I definitely plotted the Strava route for these roads that run to the side of the motorway, the TF1. But for some reason I got, I don't know, pushed onto the TF1 on the route, and it took me ages to find my way back onto these, well, this side road. Just coming out of the town, La Camilla. Aiming to keep the tempo around about 220 to 230 watts. What a view. Hola.
Hola.
Well, the morning, turning out a bit better now. I think San Miguel over there. Now the climb to Villa Flor from San Miguel is the steepest. It's the one in the middle. There's 3 routes up to Villa Flor. We came down what I'm told is the least pleasing route, let's put it politely, yesterday. So today, trying the middle and the steepest. Paul Hamblett, thank you for the tip. So now the climb starts to Villa Flor. I sense it's going to be a long 10k. Very pleasing climb this. Loads of twists and turns and switchbacks. There's lots of shallows, then steep ramps, kind of 8 to 11%. A particularly bad one incoming. Trying to put the camera away. That was a tough climb. Lots of 12 and 13% in the final half. We haven't completed it yet. Villa Flor up there. Proper hard climb that. Lots of ramps in that 10 to 13% range. Took a lot out of me to get up it. Whew. Barraquita Completa. That's where you get those from onwards. Just taking it easy. Through Villa Flor, get on some carbs. Back is hurting and the lower back is really killing me. We'll see if I can make it up to top. Real struggle this. Just coming up for 2 hours of incessant climbing. Proper tired I am. Struggling to hold 180 to 200 watts. Coming out of the pine forest into the lava flows. Is there hope? Dear me. Man versus volcano. Oh, sweet relief. A flat. Top speed 70 kilometers an hour. Not even downhill. Spirits are low. Oh, I nearly bonked quite hard. Didn't eat breakfast. Thought I'd fuel on the ride, but only bought 6 figs, 2 gels, and a couple of bars. And I can't get to the other bar. Dear me. All kinds of knackered. Got no idea when this thing ends. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Look, I can see the end of the route before I go back the other way. Oh my word, the relief is intense. Oh, Parc National, am I glad to see you.
It took 2.5 hours, including a capitulation of power to 180 watts in the final hour.
Here we go. Here's where we stopped yesterday.
5.7% average gradient, but don't underestimate the steep ramps on the 10-kilometre San Miguel segment.
Versus volcano. Volcano very nearly won. I'm actually really proud of that. As I came through Villa Flor, my lower back was absolutely killing me. I thought, oh, you've gone a long way. It's already 26 kilometres of climbing. You could just turn around now, Phil. But luckily, from Villa Flor, it's quite a nice, consistent gradient. Only a couple of parts where it gets to about 9%. Most of it's 4 to 6. And a beautiful tarmac, and it makes the world of difference. Whew, the climb to Villa Flor through San Miguel, and boy, oh boy, oh boy, that took a lot out of me. Anyway, time to find that bar, put the arm warmers on and the gloves, and get back to Jayne. And you can see just what a difference a day makes up here. And this is what I was looking for. It was hiding in my pesky camera pocket. I don't know why I put it there. I never put any bars there. That tastes very forty. And now back the way I came. Already it feels cold. Oh dear, the descent. Oh, Jayne, I wish you could just pick me up in a taxi or something. Anything but a descent. Summer gloves. Nice that they are. We're not sufficient today. I cannot feel my fingers. So back in Villafort for something warm. The people at this bar are absolutely lovely. One barraquito complete, but better than that almost. Hot water to warm the hands. And the magnificent hospitality continues. Look at this. Yeah. The very definition of luxury right now. And my brain is now working sufficiently to have remembered that you have to stir the barraquito complete. Oh, heaven, absolute heaven. Well, morale is very much higher. Barraquito complete is completed, but to say that I'm going to be reluctant to leave this very, very fine establishment would be, well, something of an understatement. Yes, this is rain on my sunglasses. Of course, it poured all the way down from Villafort to Arona. Well, boy, is it nice to be back in the warm. On the final stretch now, very nearly back, very pleased to be back in all honesty. I know what I did wrong. I actually forgot to put the carbs in my bottle this morning. Plus I couldn't find, obviously, the Velo Forte bar. Here's our hotel. What a nice day it is down here. Microclimate indeed. Just about to go past my favourite little taverna. Big salad is incoming and probably a few carbohydrates. There we go. Time to get down to the taverna, because I definitely met the man with the hammer today, somewhere up Teide. And to the climber, the Mediterranean stroke Atlantic spoils. Well, after a full day of Arona today with Jayne, the Not a Training Camp continues tomorrow with Alberto, aiming for full gas up Mount Teide, starting from Playa de Las Americas right away through Villafort to the top, therefore fueling Chris Froome style with all of the rice and a potato. Vegetables too. Well, there's quite a substantial chance of rain for this morning's, well, attempt on Teide, but these views, oh my word. Today, being shepherded safely through Playa de Las Americas by Alberto from Cycling Tenerife. And fittingly, given this is not a training camp, Alberto has his very best pro cycling kit on. Hey Alberto.
Thank you.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, good morning. We have a last day today.
A big day in the saddle. A full assault on Teide.
We go on the top. We try to go on the top.
We sure will. On the climb from Arona to Villafort, absolute luxury. Making good time. Averaging about 220 to 240 watts. Feels good. The carbohydrates are working. Still going well. Still in that 210 to probably 40 range now. Here we are in Villafort again, but this time I think from the south, yes. For going the Barraquito Complete for a decent time, hopefully. Give me divine intervention now, please. Well, it started to rain at Villaflor, and it rained all the way up from Villaflor to here at Teide. It's snow, is it? It's Tenerife snow. It's not proper snow, but boy oh boy, that was a great ride. Alberto's a true gent, and best still, there's a van to take me on a descent. I haven't got to ride it. Wowee, that's a proper luxury. That's kind of my ideal climb. I reckon a time about 2 hours 10 minutes. I'm super happy with it. The carbohydrates, the big breakfast, the rice last night, and eating every 20 minutes or so, as Paul Hamblet told me to do, plus taking plenty of carbs also in the bottle, enabled me to have a really good climb. Feel super elated, but cold now, so going to get into the sanctuary of the van and cruise down in luxury. And it was snow, look at it. You can just about see the snow there landing.
It took 2 hours 11 minutes at 226 watts average, 14.9 kmh at a very consistent gradient. Super enjoyable climb. And a few days later, it was time to ascend Teide via Granadilla.
The climb from Granadilla to Villaflor is on the agenda.
This is very pretty for the first 75%, providing quality tarmac, consistent gradients and amazing views over the valley to your left.
Hola. Hola.
It's another in your saddle power climb, plus of course a little bit of out the saddle posing on the corners. The combination of pine forests, power and vistas make the kilometres fly by, but in the final 25%, Jayne's battery management issues thwarted us a little bit.
I say, we're managing the battery. I nearly ran it out. Hey Jayne? Yes. I'm too cool for school.
Whether you climb to Villaflor via Arona, San Miguel or here, Granadilla, in order to get to the summit, you need to ascend the 12 kilometres plus 800 metres Villaflor Teide segment at a consistent 6 to 7%. It's a lovely climb where the scented pine forests share the real estate with the now solid lava, so there's plenty of contrast to keep you occupied. To conclude, I think the fact that for my final ride I chose to climb the sustained 45 kilometres, 2,300 metres from my hotel on the Adeje coast to Chio and then back up to the top of Teide from Chio confirms which was my personal favourite. Yep, there's no hairpins, but there's more contrast to the scenery and the geology, plus plenty of teaser sightings of the snow-capped summit. Now I didn't film it, it was a very big morning out, just for me alone to savour, but here's a picture at the top.